Hi, my name is Aisha. I live in Petaling Jaya. I love reading books, discovering the world, telling stories that matters, happy ones mostly, and being creative in many ways. I'm curious about Mother Nature and the unseen disasters that some of us don't experience. I'm afraid of what will happen in the near future to our Mother Earth, and I want to make things right by it. In our world today, we see many happenings of the natural disasters. I mean, just look at the news.
Reports of buildings collapsing.
Twister after twister taking aim at the heartland.
This is the deadliest eruption in Guatemala in more than a century.
We hear stories of floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis. These causes loss of life, property damage, and some economic damage in its wake. This is bad. One of the natural disasters we'll be focusing on is flooding. It is something common in Malaysia as we frequently receive news on floods in Pahang and Kuantan during monsoon season. They typically cause damage to homes, shops, and industries. The people are forced to evacuate and go to higher grounds. After the floods, flood victims have problems with the cost of repair of their homes, and some small shops do not reopen after the disaster. According to a study done by the East Coast Environmental Research Institute of University Sultan Zainal Abidin, it cited from a 2010 study on urban flooding on 6 key factors that contributes to flooding. The first being improper drainage system, secondly, pollution, and thirdly, poor management of urbanization. Beyond the natural environments, our actions do play a role in natural disasters. We have to be more aware of this and keep practicing proper habits that keep our environment clean and conducive. But right now, let's look globally how flooding affects other countries and the whole world. With flood comes great financial losses. To illustrate that, let's play a game of Monopoly. Financial losses due to floods are typically millions of dollars each year, with the worst floods in recent US history having cost billions of dollars. The cost of all floodings in the USA in 2011 was approximately $8.5 billion US dollars. As most people are well aware, the immediate impacts of flooding include loss of human life, damage to property, destruction of crops, and deterioration of health conditions owing to waterborne diseases. As communication links and infrastructure such as power plants, roads, and bridges are damaged and disrupted, some economic activities may come to a standstill. People may be forced to leave their homes and normal life is disrupted. It is no wonder that, according to a research pastored by the United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction, floods cause the third most economic damage in the world. Out of all the countries in the world, floods inflict the most economic damage to Asian regions such as Thailand and China. Floods have affected so many lives around the world. It damages the community within the area affected. It causes destruction all around the world. To see this, we will have to plot out a map to visualize how floods have impacted the communities around the world. In July 2017, floods affected more than 1.2 million people near China's 60 riversides. In October 2017, in the Yanbai province of Vietnam, 317 homes have collapsed and more than 34,000 houses have been submerged and damaged. In August 2017, more than 1,200 people have died across India, Bangladesh, and Nepal as a result of flooding, with 40 million people affected by the devastation. In the month of April 2018 in Egypt, homes in the 5th settlement, that is one of the capital's most affluent districts, were flooded. In Costa Rica, Tropical Storm Nate caused heavy rains, landslides, and floods which blocked roads, destroyed bridges, and damaged houses. Nearly 400,000 people are without running water and thousands are sleeping in shelters, as well as 22 were killed in Costa Rica. To conclude, floods can be one of the most deadliest disasters, affecting lives, destroying homes, wrecking the countries, consuming the world. We, as the only heroes in this planet, must take action to save our Earth. We must do something. We must make a move. I surely know I will.